Sometimes the stats in the box score just straight up lie to you, and here are 4 players that if you just seen the box score, you might think, hey, these are the next coming of Calvin Johnson or something, or maybe these guys are maybe backups you think are taking a little bit of a role. But I promise you, the stats are lying to you, and these are going to be controversial, I know, because first one right up here is make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Hey, I'm new to the game. Just give me a help out. You know, I got like a few hundred subscribers or something, whatever. First up, ping, Rome Odunze. Now, everyone thinks he's literally the best player, you know, that's ever made it into the NFL ever. Yeah, he's not going to be bad. Look at the measurables coming out of college. This is obviously his second year, 6'3". You know, it's all cool. He's not bad. He's not terrible. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it wrong. I don't think he's terrible. His situation in Chicago sucks. He has Caleb Williams, and he's terrible. Caleb is just so bad. He got benched at the end of the game because they were losing by so much. But if you look at it, yeah, sure. He did run pretty much all the routes. You know who else ran all the routes? DJ Moore right here. He ran all the routes as well. It's the exact same thing. Look at over the last couple weeks. 5 targets, 3 targets. Math skills, that comes out to 8. Right here, yeah, he has a few more receptions here. But it's these lucky, he had 2 touchdowns last game. That's obviously going to explode you up. Of course, those catches right there, those 2 touchdowns, that's 2 of these. It'd be down to 5 if he didn't have those. And those are also yards. Let's go ahead and take a look at these said touchdowns because Rome is so good. Look at this one right here. This was a touchdown. Right here, Jack Campbell, 5 yards deep, and he's another, look at the other side of the line, do the hypotenuse, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. I ain't doing the math. I don't even remember how to do it. To be honest, I probably have to Google it. But he's like 8 yards behind him and off to the side over here. I'm not going to play it forward because I'm going to get copyright hit probably. But needless to say, he just walks into the end zone because what's he going to do now? It was a completely busted coverage. He was unguarded. Let's take a look at his other touchdown right here. Oh, who's this guy right there in the middle? Jack Campbell. Blown coverage again. You notice a trend here? Why is Rome Odunze always being guarded by linebackers? It's because the Lions, and a lot of people who are praising Rome, yeah, he's not terrible. Don't get me wrong again. I'll mention it one more time. He's not terrible. But he was always being guarded, it seemed, by linebackers because DJ Moore was on the outside and the one actually getting paid attention to. So that's kind of why he got less receptions. Because the Lions were actually trying to stop him. Rome, it was like, we don't even need to worry about this guy. Now, Caleb got benched at the end of the game, like I said, but just before he got benched, he completed this pass right here. The guy just let him go, I guess. I'm not sure what he's really doing there. Wide open, unguarded once again. I think he let him go, thinking that the safety was going to come and help, and the safety was too slow, too far behind. Look at the score down here. 13 minutes in the game, 45-14. There's a 45-yard catch right there. So really, if you take out like 10 yards here, here's one that's for like 30 something, almost 40. Here's another 40. There's literally like 80 to 100 yards right there of blown coverages. Oh, you're telling me that's all of his yardage? Crazy. So yes, he did get this, and he was wide receiver 19 and wide receiver 4. But if you didn't actually watch the game, which I don't know that other fantasy analysts do, because I'm a Lions fan, I watch every second of it. I know his stats were fake, bro. Go ahead and look back at 24, and he kind of had some of this stuff happen as well. If you look at a few games, he had these 20-point games, 2 touchdown type of games. Sure, I guess. Had another one up here, 112 and a touchdown for wide receiver 7 on the week. But in the middle of the season, this is when the team was really trying to do it. At the end of the season, what wasn't Tyson Badgett starting or something? I don't even remember what exactly happened, but right here in the middle, 3, 6, 2, 6, 7, 6, 10, 10, 6, 5. Look at these scores. 4, 8, ooh, a 12. 5, 15, pretty good. 8, 6, 9, 2, 5. Like, this is what he did. Even down 5, 9, 2, 3. This is what he's doing. In the middle here, this is what we're talking about. 100% of routes. 100, 96, 89, 91, 90, 90, 90. He's running all the routes. He's doing the same thing this year. He just got a few lucky touchdowns. So yeah, Rome Odunze, not terrible, not in a good situation. Doesn't have a good quarterback who can actually play good an entire game. Stats are lying a little bit. Don't overpay to trade for him or anything like that. This is the one that I'm literally planting my flag on right here. I'll tell you what, another one that I got a lot of pushback on, Emeka Egbuka. Now, once again, not that he's terrible or anything. I'm not saying that either. Might even want him on my team, like, you know, someone I could put into flex or a wide receiver 3 or maybe even a 2, depending on how your team's flowing. But can you really count on a rookie just getting touchdowns every single week? Once again, like Rome, 2 touchdowns, 1 touchdown. He only has 4 catches each game. 4 catches, 2 touchdowns. This is what you're counting on every week? If he doesn't get 2 touchdowns, he's not even a wide receiver 3. He barely is, I should say. So he might not even be a wide receiver 3. This is what I called for. Watch out for regression from Emeka Egbuka here. And this is exactly what we got. Someone actually talked crap to me in the comments about how wrong I was. And then this came 4 catches for 29 yards. And he got a little fluky touchdown. Okay, he got a fluky touchdown that barely snuck him in. You might as well have some random tight end. This might as well be, name some random tight end like in the league, So right here, once again, Emeka Egbuka, and this is once again not somebody I'm saying terrible. I probably want him on my team, maybe even play him in certain instances here. But with Godwin coming back, they got Mike Evans there, of course. Bucky Irvin is demanding the ball back there. They got a good running back. I mean, what am I supposed to say? How could you not see regression coming from a week 1 where he gets 70 yards and 2 touchdowns? And 3 touchdowns the first 2 weeks. Of course, that's not going to keep continuing forever. No difference from Rome. Everyone gets real excited about these young rookies and everything, and they get a little bit overblown. So next up is one that if you just seen the box score, you're like, usually teams run it 20, 25-ish times a game. Well, if we look at it, Ray Davis, oh my gosh, wait, the first week he didn't do a lot, but he got 9 carries this week. Not a lot of yards, whatever. He ran 21% of the routes and had 9 receptions. Oh, he must be coming in. Are they splitting work or something? Well, no, he is not. Come down and take a look at James Cook. And I don't know why this one goes to dark mode, the other one didn't, but 21 carries, 6 red zone, 135 yards, 2 tutties. Now, I wish I could go ahead and pull it up here, but I can't. But on the score app on my phone, I can go ahead and look at it. And the last 2 or 3 drives of the game, it was like Ray Davis, Ray Davis, Ray Davis, Ray Davis, Ray Davis. He had 6 of these 9 carries or something, or 5 or something of these carries were actually in the last 2 drives when they were just the game's over pretty much. I think Justin Fields had got knocked out with a concussion. So they were just burning the clock. So don't think too much of this of Ray Davis. He's still just like a handcuff who would be splitting the carries and / receptions if James Cook went down with Ty Johnson. Ty Johnson's what it is, former Lions guy right there. But just a premium, kind of like a premium handcuff, I guess. I don't really know how much of a premium he is, I guess. But another one up, if you didn't know better, Dylan Sampson right here. Now, he's once again not going to be someone who's worthless, but is he really going to be what you necessarily thought? Everybody thought with Quinshon Judkins, our boy right here, thought he was going to be out for longer, but all of a sudden charges dropped for domestic violence and whatnot. I'm not here to judge. You guys can feel free to do that in the freedom of your own home or whatever. But hey, he's back playing is what I can tell you. And as soon as he got back in the very first game after missing all of training camp, didn't practice or anything, they literally just hey, you don't need to practice. We're going to give you 10 carries and you can get in 3 receptions. You can get 70 yards and be the running back 29 on the week. Just out of nowhere against Baltimore, which can be a good defense. Now, Sampson, on the other hand, went from 12 carries, and maybe you weren't paying full attention the second week. Don't know. 12 carries, 8 receptions for 100 yards. The running back 9 in the week. They were just okay, 4 carries, 3 catches. He did get in for this lucky touchdown. So if you're looking, 17 points, then he regressed a little bit to 10. But yeah, he's doing pretty good for a rookie. Maybe his role expand over the... I don't really see his role expanding much more, to be perfectly honest. The team's not supposed to be great. He went from 12 carries to 4. He went from 8 receptions to 3. He just got a lucky touchdown. It's the only reason he got these points right here. He would have 4.9 points if he didn't get this lucky touchdown. So, and by lucky, I don't necessarily mean that the play was lucky necessarily, but touchdowns are fluky. You never know when they're actually going to come. So I guess fluky is more of the word that I mean to say. So weird thing is he only had 27% of snaps there, and he had 23% of the snaps. So they're really rotating guys here, and it's not going to be exactly pretty. So if you're looking at Dylan Sampson from the first couple of weeks being almost an RB2 and an RB1, actually, that's not going to continue here for Dylan Sampson. So don't have someone trade him to you if you didn't necessarily watch the game or see exactly where the stats came from and stuff like that. So, hey, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe up for future content here or fantasy football. Hey, if you want to win, you got to make sure you play the right guys. Best of luck this week.